Hello, welcome back to another video. This is my 1986 Mercedes 300D Turbo. And my W124 has been overheating, and that is one of its most fatal flaws. Because if these motors overheat, especially with motors with cylinder heads cast number 14, the cylinders can contract between cylinders 3 and 4. I took my car to a car event and I had to sit in a lot of traffic. Now, typically the car overheats to about 80 to 100 degrees. And I knew that was not normal, but sitting on traffic and on the way back home, it got about right there. So I knew that I had a serious problem. So in this video, I'm gonna go over things that may cause your Mercedes to overheat, and finally go over what caused my Mercedes to overheat and fix it. So one of the most common reasons that this Mercedes can overheat is the thermostat not opening up all the way. An easy test to figure that out is when the car is up to operating temperature, you can fill the hose on top and see if it's the same temperature as the hose on bottom. Definitely need to make sure the car is turned off when you're checking the hoses. And if those temperatures are vastly different, then it could very well be a clogged or stuck shut thermostat. Another issue could be that the radiator is extremely dirty. Because if it's dirty, then airflow will not be able to go through these tiny fins. So make sure you can see through them and you'll be good to go. Now, obviously with all cars, you can leak coolant. Check to see if coolant's leaking on the ground. And if it is leaking, then you obviously have a coolant leak, which can often leak through the water pump, which is my next issue, is that these water pumps can go bad. The fins can break up and not propel the water through the system or the coolant efficiently. Now the next issue is that the heater core in the back has air pockets and is not allowing full circulation of the coolant through the entire system. Check your heater, turn it on. If it's not hot, then it could very well be your heater core. And believe it or not, these radiator caps can also cause it to overheat. If this cap is not pressurizing the entire system properly, the pressure can be released and therefore reducing the flow of coolant throughout the entire system. Now, the radiator cap could be bad even if the seals look perfect. Because what's causing it to overheat is this spring. Quite a bit harder to press in compared to the OEM one. And now the final issue, and what was my issue that caused my car to overheat, is the fan clutch. Fan clutch. Basically what happens is that the fan is not spinning as fast as the motor is turning. So I'm gonna show you how to check that and fix it. If this clutch fan is bad, when I turn over the car with this cardboard in, the clutch fan would stop. So let's see if it stops or if it kicks out this cardboard. Just like that, we found out that the fan clutch, not clutch fan, is bad. So we just got the replacement fan clutch. We need to gain access to this clutch fan right here. So we have two clips here and here that we need to remove. And we can unclip this. Now we need to push this back and gain access to that 8-meter Allen bolt. So we need to get this 8mm right in the middle of this clutch fan clutch. I have it on the bolt. And I'm gonna use this as leverage to break loose that said bolt. So I put my vice grips on this pulley here. I put a metal rod to prevent the vice grips from allowing this pulley from twisting this way, all while I broke this bolt loose. It did make a pretty loud noise when I broke it loose, so don't be too scared. Now you can take it out by hand. Two hands are a bit easier, okay? Yep, 10mm. This has already been replaced. It is not a Mercedes OEM part, but there are German words here. So maybe it is a Mercedes part. Okay, we got it all installed. Looks pretty good. I did a light cleaning We want this side to be the back side going against the motor. So it's gonna go on just like that. I'm using medium thread locker on here as well, just for extra security. Let's get this sucker on. I moved my vice grips to a position that when the belt starts turning this way, the vice grip will stop it. I will say, I'm not too sure how tight this should be, so I'm just gonna do a couple more. I'll link all the products down below. That includes the new fan clutch, radiator cap, thermostat if you want to do a thermostat job, water pump, all that stuff down below for your convenience. And it's also one great way to help out this channel. So I did a quick test drive and the car is not overheating anymore. So that is fantastic. If your car is overheating, then what you can do is quickly turn on the heat on full blast, and that will circulate air through the heater core, effectively creating a new cooling source for the engine. So if you're in the weeds, turn on the heater. Hopefully this helped you out. This is Chris. Always appreciate and respect one another. I'll see you next time.